Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, BTC. Let's go. Alright, welcome back to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Go down below, hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, if you can tap the like button, I would really appreciate it. Alright, Bitcoin. The weekly time frame. So just to recap here a little bit, it's been a while since I've done a Bitcoin video. We have been holding support for quite a while, all the way back in 2017. So came up, hit that support, came back down even on the C19, had some wicks go down below, but we still hit that support. And then we got the nice bounce off the support over here in this falling wedge that we did break out of. And so if we zoom in a little bit here, you can see that we had the breakout, we had the perfect retest of that breakout, and now we're continuing on to the upside. We broke above the 200 weekly EMA, which is a good sign. If I pull a fib from the top down to the bottom, which I did, you can see that we retested the 236 perfectly. Had the wick come right back up on the 236 and then got a nice move up ahead. And where are we at right now? A 382 fib retracement. So we've been hovering for the last few weeks above the 382 fib, just holding it up here, and that is a good sign. I'm going to actually remove these lines here. This was a broadening wedge that we were kind of forming there. So if we can continue to hold this without breaking down, that is a good sign. And I also wanted to point out something else here. If I go down to the daily time frame, you can see that we're forming some kind of a triangle right here, possible breakout in the next couple of days. Looks like maybe even this weekend, maybe Monday, getting some kind of a breakout from that triangle. Another thing that we are forming, or have formed, very large. What am I doing here? Here we go. Inverse head and shoulders right here. So we got our shoulder here, our head right here, and another shoulder right here. We've broken out above that inverse head and shoulders, and we are retesting the inverse head and shoulders right now as well. If you take a price target for that inverse head and shoulders, you can take that, yep, and then we put that at the breakout point. That brings us right up to, as you can see, some confluence in the price action here is right up to the 618 fib, which is the point that I am going to be paying very close attention to on Bitcoin. That 618 would let me know if we are in a, well, and also the 786. So basically, this area right here, I'm going to be paying very close attention to, because if we get rejected off of this, that could be telling us that this is just a bear market retracement. We could come up, get into this area, fall right back down, come back down and retest this support line that we've got going on right here. So that's something to pay very close attention to, is that area. And that's right where the price target is leading us to. So this inverse head and shoulders, if it does play out, which it looks like we are getting a pretty good move right here. And then if we get this triangle to break out to the upside, let's zoom in a little closer to that triangle. So on the 12-hour time frame, if we take the price target for this triangle on the breakout, that would get us right around that $31,000. And I do think that we're going to get some resistance around the $31,000, $32,000, $33,000 level, roughly in that area. And that's because that is basically right around that 0.5 fib, and there's a lot of price action in that area. Support over here, resistance over here, lots of support and resistance over here. And so I do think that $30,000 to $32,000 area is going to be heavy resistance, and so there will be probably a rejection off of that. I could totally see us getting that breakout, coming up, hitting that resistance, coming back down, and then doing a retest of, who knows, maybe this line right here, the continuation of that line, and then continuing on to the upside or something like that. Also, let's take a look at the indicators down here. So we did get into the green zone on the daily time frame on the RSI, which is a good sign. And right now it looks like it's just coiling up for something here, possibly that breakout of that triangle. We are still holding above the 50 level, which is a good sign. And actually, we're holding on top, roughly right on top of that 60 level. We're just below it right now, but basically holding around that 60 level, which is a good sign to the upside, that is. And then the trend directional, there's still plenty of room to the upside on the trend directional. And as you can see, the volume is, we're getting a tapering volume here, which is, I mean, this is perfectly lining up for a breakout. Not really sure which direction it's going to go just yet. My opinion is it's going to go to the upside. But we got the tapering down of the volume. We've got the RSI holding high levels. We've got plenty of room on the trend directional. And we've got a triangle pattern with a breakout target to get us to where we want to go. So there are a lot of confluences to get us to move to the upside. And on top of that, this is our retest of this inverse head and shoulders that we have broken out of, which again has that price target to bring us up to that around $39,000. Let's go down to the 12-hour one more time. And again, you can see that we're holding the 50 level right here on the 12-hour RSI level, which is a good sign. We do have bearish divergence coming in on the trend directional, so there is that, and bearish divergence coming in on the RSI as well. As you can see that the RSI is falling on the 12-hour, and the price has been barely rising, but it has been rising. We do have that divergence, which is not a great sign. Oops, I deleted the wrong thing. There we go. And let's go down to the 4-hour just to see what we got going on here. Yep, just bouncing around in that triangle right now. 4 hours looking pretty good. Trend directional could be getting a curl over on the wave. And again, we're holding above that 40 line, which is why I've got these. This is my RSI here. If you want to use this RSI, you can just type in Cosmic Crypto RSI. You can find it in the indicators. Go to the indicators up here and look up Cosmic Crypto RSI. And basically what I've got it doing right now is turning green when we get into the green zone, which tells me that we're bullish. Turning red when we're getting a little bit bearish down here. I do it a little bit inversely. And then I got these color zones in the middle here to point out where we would like to hold the downside and the resistance to the upside. Usually when you're still bullish, you hold this 40 line, which you can see that on the 4-hour, we've been holding this 40 line the entire time here, just basically going sideways. And also it can kind of tell you when you're going sideways as well, because if you're holding that 40, getting rejected off the 60, just like we're doing right here, and you can see as we're doing that, the price action has just been going sideways as well. So it's a pretty good indicator of when you're going sideways as well. You're not getting to the oversold and the overbought areas. But yeah, so far so good. Looking like the breakout could be coming here probably Sunday or Monday. I'm going to guess Monday, some kind of a breakout. And then hopefully to the upside. We'll just have to pay attention to that. As for, you know, some kind of a Fibonacci, you can go down to this bottom here, go to the top, and you can see that we are holding the 618 fib right now. That could break down just to get a tap to this bottom area of this triangle pattern right here, just to get a quick wick down there. But basically what you want to pay attention to going forward with this triangle pattern is where the gap is going to be. So basically when I say that, we're looking for where the price is going to touch. If it comes up here and it does not reach this upper area right here, and then we get action like this, and we cannot get enough bullish action to reach the top of that triangle, that's telling me that a breakdown is most likely going to happen. Now, in the inverse, if we do get all the way to the top, come back down, and then we hold right in this area, and we find a gap right in here, that's telling me that the breakout's most likely going to happen to the upside. And so basically right around this area of this triangle, you really want to pay attention to where that gap is going to come in, and then you're going to find support. And usually you can pull a Fibonacci from the bottom to the top, and then it'll usually be holding like a 382 or a 618 fib as support, and then there'll be a little gap underneath it where the 786 area is, and that's usually going to tell you that the breakout's going to happen, whatever direction that's going to happen, if that makes sense. So in this triangle, just pay attention to where that gap's going to play out towards the end of this triangle, and then you'll kind of have a better idea of where the price action is going to lead to. But that's pretty much all I got for Bitcoin. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and share it with your friends. Talk to you later.